name is Willis, and I will be guiding you through this vinyasa flow style class. Just keep in mind that in yoga, there's no doing something wrong. The only wrong thing that you could be doing is not honoring or listening to your body. Feel free to take child's pose at any time during this class if that feels nourishing to you. I do want to ask the class if anyone has any injuries that they're working with. And if you think of something or something feels not quite right, you can always let me know at a later time in the class. So we're going to get started today lying down on your back. Go ahead and settle into this position. You can have your palms facing up or down, maybe depending on whether you're trying to draw energy in, or maybe you're trying to kind of go within a little bit more. I want you to move from your kind of normal pattern of breath into something called Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath translates to ocean breath, and we achieve that when we constrict the back of our throat while breathing through the nose. You can kind of imagine that you're trying to fog up a mirror. It's that same feeling and sound as you breathe in through the nose. Out of the nose as well. You should be able to hear that ocean sound in your head as you breathe. Just continue like this on your own. Try to let go all of the things that you've done in your day, all the thoughts that are swirling around up in your head, and just be committed to being here in this practice and focusing on that for this hour. You might want to move the head from side to side. Maybe you're linking your movement to breath already. As we look to the left, we can inhale. As we exhale, we can bring the head back over to the right. Inhaling to the left. And exhaling to the right. I want you to go ahead and bring your right knee into your chest. Maybe giving yourself a little back massage as you do that. You can achieve that by kind of moving from right to left. Maybe you want to move the knee in circles, rotating from the hip. You can go in one direction and then the other. That serves you. Once you come to more of a space of stillness, you can bring that knee into your right armpit, kind of pushing outwards, an external rotation. So we want to be holding from the knee, yeah. And you can just kind of put pressure and bring that in as close to your body as possible. Sit in that feeling for a moment. The next thing we're going to do is Supta Vakasana. So you're going to take that right knee that's pulled into the chest. We're going to guide it over to the left side of the body, and it can meet with the ground. Bring that right hand out to the right if that feels good. You can even turn your gaze to follow and meet that right hand. If your leg doesn't make it to the floor today, that's okay. That's kind of just the direction that we're reaching for. Make sure you can feel this twist in your spine. Turning the head will help with that. Also having that arm out, either straight or goalpost. Just listen to what feels good in your body. Back into your chest as you roll back over. Come back onto your back. Pull it in nice and tight. Maybe lift the head and give it a little squeeze. You can kind of feel your core igniting in that moment. And then going ahead and let the foot return to meet the other. Now we're going to bring that left knee into our chest as we hug the knee in. Just like we did on the other side. A little back massage on the other side. Maybe you find that movement from right to left here. Giving a gentle massage on the lower, middle back. Maybe you want to do some of those circles with the hip. So that's going to look like this. Yeah, nice. Maybe we want to go in the opposite direction. Find stillness. I'm going to show you what it kind of looks like to put the knee into the armpit like I was talking about. So you kind of have it flex out here. That left knee is pointing outward. Nice, that looks good. Hold that. And when you're ready, we're going to guide that left knee over to the right side. And if it can touch the ground or not, we can just meet over in that direction. That left arm is going to extend out to the left, and your gaze can follow if that feels good. As you come onto your back, maybe squeeze that knee back into kind of the midline. If you want, you can lift that head up, engage the core, and give yourself a nice hug. And then you can bring that left foot down to meet the right. From here, let's put both feet onto the ground as we bend the knees. I like to do just kind of one last little back massage. I kind of think of a donut shape going around kind of my torso on my back. And I like to switch the direction. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna rock forward and back on the spine. So now we're massaging in the opposite direction. Nice. When you're ready, you can go on ahead and count up. We're in our Sukhasana, easy seated pose. All right, now I want you to go on ahead and give the neck a few rolls. Before we go into the rest of our practice, we're gonna kind of get ready with a pranayama exercise. So we're going to use a breathing technique to balance our brains, bodies, and kind of get our heads and our whole selves into a space that's ready for this physical practice. So we are going to practice Nodi Shodhana breath. So that's also translates to alternate nostril breathing. If you want to watch me, you're going to bring your pointer finger and middle finger to the third eye space. Your thumb will be one of your nostril closers, we could say, and your ring finger will move to the other nostril. We're going to alternate those. That pinky finger can kind of just hang out. So if you want to watch me for a moment, I'm going to start with my right nostril closed. So I'm going to choose to breathe in for 5, out for 8, and I'll show you what the pattern looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and do 5 in on the left. I'm going to exhale on the same nostril for 8. Now I'm going to switch. So my left nostril's closed, the right is open. I'm going to inhale for 5. Exhale for 8. Then I'm going to switch again. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that technique? All right, let's get into it. So going ahead and get your hand position. Close that right nostril with the thumb. I want you to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale to the same side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going ahead and switch sides. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And alternate in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blocking the left. Inhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on ahead and do 4 more rounds on your own. Once you finish, I'll know because I won't see your hand on your face anymore. Come back to our Sukhasana, our easy seated pose. On the next inhale, we're going to bring the hands up to the sky. Ready, inhale. As you exhale, bring those hands down to the heart space. Let's do that 2 more times. This time as your hands come up, I want you to drop the right hand to the ground. We're gonna lean over to that right side. You can put a slight bend in your right hand if that feels good in your body. And we're just gonna make sure we are extending, stretching that left side body. You can look up, you can look down, just kind of touch base with your neck and see what feels good for you. As we move into the other side, I want you to sweep the arm down. This other arm can come this way as we go in the opposite direction, over to the left. Stretching that side body. The gaze can come up or down. We could exhale as we come back to the other side. And inhale as we stretch. Exhale as we come around. Link this breath to your movement. Let's do a few rounds. All right, next time we're at the center, let's come up. I want you to put your hands behind you at the base of the spine. I'm gonna demonstrate this move and you will do just as much as feels right for you. So you come up onto the knees. The pelvis is extending forward, that tailbone's tucking under. And if it feels good in your neck and body, you can gently rest the head backwards, or it can stay right ahead. So is it possible for you to get your other knee to the ground? Okay, all right, that's fine. So go on ahead and you can feel that in the front of your legs. When you're ready, you can come back down. No, sir. We're gonna do some seated cat-cow. So your hands are gonna come on either knee. We're gonna go ahead and make that cat spine. So it's gonna curve like a C as we inhale, look up. As we exhale, we're gonna come into cat pose. As you inhale, let's go into cow. Exhale, into cat. You can go at your own pace, but remember your Ujjayi breath as you're doing this movement. Let's find stillness and come into tabletop. In tabletop, I want you to move the kind of bottom back down towards your toes. Let's keep the toes tucked, and you can get a nice, so yeah, you'll feel that stretch in your toes. Should feel really good. Now, from this position, I want you to watch me for a second. We're going to, you can kind of sit up if that's more comfortable, but from here, we're gonna come up like a cat, down into more of the cow spine, and then we're gonna roll back like this. So we're rolling the spine as we warm up our vertebra. Does that make sense? Okay. So, from child's pose with the toes tucked. We're gonna go ahead, curve the spine as we come into cat. Down. And back. Do that a few times. Don't forget to link that movement with your breath. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to come back into tabletop. Go on ahead, extend that right leg out behind you. It's going to be suspended in air. Go ahead and flex the foot. If your balance allows it, let's bring the left hand out. Now, on an inhale, we're going to come up a little. Exhale in to crunch. The elbow will meet the knee. And again. We're going to do 5 on this side. One more. All right, come back down to the tabletop. This time the left leg's gonna come out. Flex the foot. Bring the right hand out in front, almost like we're trying to shake someone's hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. One more. Okay, now you can kind of come up on your knees. Okay, we're gonna do hero's pose or Virasana. So you can bring your bum down in between your feet. This is not easy for everyone, so you might want to use a block. If you're one of those people, the block can go right here between the ankles and the feet. So it's going to be supporting you. Okay. Nice, and you might want to do it on the lower setting. No, lower. So that looks like this. Does that feel a little better? What's, okay. Here, can you do this? Have you tried? Okay. All right. So, and the block doesn't feel good? Really? Okay. If that's what feels good in your body, then you should do that. Okay, so just hang out there. If you're a person who does have their bum on the floor and you want to kind of come down to your elbows, that's an option. You could stay here and tilt the head back. Yeah, and you can just, oh my God. Okay, hey, come here. Okay, so go ahead and stretch into that. Okay, nice. All right, you can come out of that. Oh, nice, that looks good. That feel good? Okay, you want to go ahead and sit back into that? That looks like it would feel very nice and spine. Beautiful. Okay, now when you come back, you can just remove the block. We're gonna come into downward dog. First downward dog of class. So in our downward dog, the heels are gonna be reaching for the ground, but they do not need to touch. The legs can have a slight bend. We're gonna go ahead, we wanna have that back nice and flat as we're kind of pushing down. If you want, you can feel into your hamstrings by pedaling out the legs like this. So one knee bends and the other leg straightens. Maybe as one knee bends, the opposite arm comes out and you get a nice side stretch. We're gonna come to stillness in the middle. We next have Surya Namaskar A with a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. On an inhale, let's bring the right leg up to the sky. Hips are pointed down. All right, bring that knee into the chest. Your foot's going to land in between your top 2 feet. Bring the back knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So if you're just doing a 90-degree angle here and that's all you can do, then that's great, but you are missing out on some good benefits. If you can sink lower into it and have nice, your arms can come up, hands down, plank, vinyasa. So we're going to lower all the way down. Now you have an option for and down. Okay, you can push yourself up into our downward dog. On the inhale, left leg rises. Bring the knee into the chest. Land the left foot in between the hands and lower the back knee. Going ahead and sink in and bring your arms up. Yeah, arms up. Hands can come to frame the foot. Come back into that plank. The body's gonna be, let's make sure. Yeah, that's better. The bum is down here in a straight line. And slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Can be middle, high, low, wherever you need to be today. Lower back down on the exhale. All right, tighten up the plank. Downward dog. We're gonna do that again on each side. So inhale, leg comes up, hips are square to the floor. Knee comes in, land. Back leg falls down, up. Inhale. On the exhale, let's frame that foot. Come into plank. And lower. Up dog. On the inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Knee comes into the chest. Land in between the two top hands. Back knee comes down, sink in. Exhale, inhale, excuse me. As we exhale, the hands will come down to frame the foot. We will come back into our vinyasa flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, we're coming into our first sequence. So as we inhale, we're gonna lift the right leg. Ready? Inhale. Knee comes up, lands in the middle. And we're gonna come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Okay. Now, when you're ready, straighten that front leg. Bump the hips back towards the back of your mat. Torso comes forward as you do that, stretching the torso forward. And then that right leg comes down, hand goes up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. That front leg can be slightly bent if that helps you. Okay. Now I want that top of that left hand to come up over. You can feel that stretch in your left side body. Sweep it down and come into the side wide-legged forward fold. If you want, you can grab the corners of your feet and pull that body down. Try to keep the back flat. The tailbone is going to point up to the sky. Now bring your right hand down below your face, directly down in the middle. Nice. You're going to bend the right knee. Left arm comes up behind you to the sky and a twist to the left. Maybe you're binding with the arm or just keep it pointed up. Back up on the inhale with the arm and down. Replace that right hand with your left. Slightly bend the left knee and come up into that twist. Maybe you bind if you did on the other side, maybe not. All right, inhale, hand goes up. Exhale, back down. We're going to crawl our feet back up to the top of the mat. Our legs are gonna come forward, facing, okay? And then we're gonna come up into our high lunge. That back leg can be bent if that is helping with balance. Hands up. On the exhale, bring the hands down into prayer. We're going to hook the left elbow to the outside right knee in a twist. On your next inhale, maybe you fly the arms open, maybe you stay as is. Bring back to prayer. Come forward, hands up. And bring the arms down. Back into plank. Move through your vinyasa. Beautiful breath. All right, now on the inhale, we're gonna lift the left leg up. Okay, bring it into the chest. Land, come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, the other side. Straighten the front leg. Okay, the hips are gonna go slightly back. Torso reaches forward, almost like you're trying to reach something. And now go down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. If you bound on the other side with the hand, feel free to do that here. The top hand is going to sweep over the head as we come into our wide-legged forward fold on the other side. If you want, you can grab the edges of those feet Make sure that tailbone is aiming to shoot up. A flat back here will be helpful. Let's bring the left hand below our face. Bend that left knee slightly and twist over to the left. What? You can take the bind. And hand goes back up. On the exhale, bring it back down. The right hand will replace the left hand. Slight bend in the right knee as we twist to the other side. If you bound on the other side, maybe going ahead and take it on this side. On the inhale, the head comes back up. Exhale, back down. Now, hands are gonna crawl back to the front. As we orient back to the front of the room, hands will come up. On the inhale, on the exhale, prayer hands down the middle. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna hook the right elbow to the outer left knee. You can stay here, or you could fly the arms if that feels good today, so the arms will extend. Maybe you look up, maybe you don't. Okay. On an exhale, the hands come back to prayer. Come to the front, inhale, arms up. On the exhale, bring those hands down. Go to plank and move through your chaturanga. And downward dog. All right, come down to the knees. That concludes our 30-minute portion of the class. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you can carry this feeling with you, whatever you have coming.